Hey babes, what's up? It's Haley and welcome back to my channel. You guys saw from the title, I am 9 months pregnant. I feel like I just announced to you guys that I was pregnant a couple of weeks ago and we've literally come full circle. Haley's belly has gotten so big. When you guys are seeing this video, it's Thursday and I just hit 37 weeks, which is considered to be full term. And I have a lot of feelings about it. So I took to Instagram and I asked you guys to ask me all of your burning pregnancy questions, especially about like the third trimester, how I'm feeling dealing with like the move and the renovations and baby coming, if I'm ready, if Eran is ready, if any of us are even ready for this. And I got so many really good questions from you guys that I'm really excited to get into in this video, along with giving you a little sneak peek of what I have planned for her nursery, because you guys have been seeing I've been loving the home renovation content and I haven't shared anything about her nursery yet. First question is, are you freaking out about moving and having the baby come when you're not ready? So for you guys that don't know, my husband and I recently bought a house and we've been going through the whole renovation stage because I figured we can't do renovations once the baby comes. There's going to be dust everywhere. It's going to be so messy. So we just decided to take on this reno project before she comes. That being said, our technical move-in day is this Sunday. So this Sunday we're moving into the new house, and up until then I still have a bunch of packing to do. We still got to clean up the house. But back to the question. I'm freaking out a little bit, just more of the fact that everybody in my family gives birth early. Both of my sisters with all of their kids gave birth about 2 weeks early. So if I'm going to be following that pattern, there is a very high chance that she's going to be coming in the next week or two. So I'm actually hoping she's going to cook in there for a little bit, just so that we can keep our sanity and hopefully move in and have everything super ready for when she comes. Next question. Who is your mom gonna visit first, you or your sister? To give you guys a little backstory, both me and my older sister, she lives in LA right now. We're both pregnant at the same time, and basically we were 2 weeks apart, which is like crazy. It just happened by fluke like that. And one of the things that we were always thinking about were like, how is mom gonna be there for you and also be there for me, because we're just due so close to each other. And with COVID and traveling and quarantine and everything, it's definitely been a whirlwind of emotions. But I'm telling you guys right now, you can hear it here first. My sister actually already had her baby. She had a baby girl, and my little niece just decided to come out a lot earlier than she was supposed to. She was born at 35 weeks, but you know what? She's been weighing okay. She was in the NICU for a little while, but now she's feeling good and she's back at home with my sister, and my mom is there right now helping her, taking care of her. So the answer is she went to my sister first. Hopefully she will make it by the time I have to give birth to my baby, because I really feel like I need my mom here too. So is your husband allowed in the delivery room with you when you give birth? I am very grateful though that the hospitals here in Toronto are allowing birthing moms to have one support person. For me, it was like super hard to think about who I was gonna take, because on one hand I felt like my mom would be so helpful, like physically helpful with the labor, but on the other hand I can't imagine my husband not being there for the birth of his child. So obviously I had to come down and make the decision, and my husband is gonna be with me in the birthing room. And here in Toronto we actually have an option to go with a doctor like an OB or a midwife, and I actually decided to go the midwife route. Midwives are just as licensed to give birth to babies. They give birth to a ton of babies every single day, and I'm actually gonna have a midwife with me throughout my entire labor, which is amazing, like with the contractions and the support, so she'll physically be able to help me. And then once it comes time to actually push, I'm gonna have a second midwife with me. So I'm pretty much gonna have 3 people in the room with me, constantly watching me, making sure everything is going good at the hospital. So I know that we're gonna be all good with that. But yes, hubby is definitely gonna be with me in the labor and delivery room. Someone asked me, will you vlog the labor? This is like such a tough question, because I feel like being a YouTuber, you always really need to know the line of like what you can share and what may be too much. Things like announcing my pregnancy, I didn't announce it right away. We only announced it when I was 5 months pregnant. The name, up to now, nobody knows her name. Like, we're trying to keep that secret until we feel like we're ready to reveal it too. And when it comes to the labor, I feel like we probably will be vlogging the actual process, maybe in the hospital, like how I'm dealing with the pain and stuff like that. Whether I'm actually going to be vlogging the pushing, definitely not down there. Eran is going to be at my head the entire time. I do not need him seeing what goes on down there. We may vlog parts of it just for me to have as a memory. Whether I'm going to share it or not, it really just depends how it goes. Maybe not share anything at all, and maybe we'll just want to keep it all to ourselves. Because something I know for sure, stuffing the camera into my daughter's face as soon as she's born is not how I want her to come into the world. So that being said, it's neither here nor there, and I think we're just going to make that decision in the moment. How uncomfortable is it carrying the baby overall? Is it as annoying as people say? A lot of people also asked if it hurts. If I could rate my pregnancy experience on a scale of 1 to 10, I would say that I was like at a 9.5, like in terms of it being really, really good. I'm very lucky to have been blessed with a super, super smooth pregnancy. I had a lot of nausea in the beginning, like the first trimester. It never led to throwing up. It was a very like sick, tiring feeling, but once the second and third trimesters came along, I've been feeling very good. I've had all my energy back. I haven't been experiencing any crazy pain in a way. I do kind of feel a little bit like a kangaroo. So instead of like holding a baby in your arms, I just feel that extra weight over here. Whew. I guess the only thing I have to cover is that I am out of breath all the time. So like that gets very, very tiring, even just from talking. And I am peeing a ton, which is another question you guys asked. How often am I peeing? I am getting up like 3 to 4 times a night to pee, even if I don't drink that much. Okay, talking about physical body. I got a question asking, did I get any stretch marks? So this is something that I definitely already thought I would probably get before getting pregnant. So with pregnancy, there are so many things that change about your body that you either don't expect or you just don't really know how to deal with. I definitely have stretch marks now that I didn't have in certain places. So I don't actually have, I can show you guys, I don't have any stretch marks on my belly as of now. Right now, my belly does feel super, super tight sometimes and it gets a little bit itchy. I try to combat that by like using some bio oil and just like moisturizing all over. Every single night I try to put some oil on, but my bum has so many stretch marks now that I didn't have before. I kind of did expect this because when I was going through a growth spurt when I was like 12 years old, I got a bunch of stretch marks on my bum already, and right now I just got a lot more in pregnancy. But you know what? It's okay. It's fine. Your body is going through so much producing a baby. If that's like what's gonna be left over, it's just gonna be a reminder of this incredible journey that your body goes through, you know? But with all that, I'm also not gonna pretend like it hasn't affected me in any way. Every change that happens in your body feels like a small change in your identity. So sometimes I do look in the mirror and I get a little bit emotional because I'm just like, my body is never gonna look the way that it looked before. But then I'm also like learning to love it in a way. And I know that especially once she comes, like nothing about that is even gonna matter. And I'm really, really proud of everything that my body is able to do to like harbor a human being. So to answer that question, yes, I did get some stretch marks on my bum. And yes, I got a little bit on my boobs too, which I mean, I went from a C cup to like a double D cup now all of a sudden, and this is before my milk even comes in. How is Eren doing? Is he nervous? So he is not nervous. He's like so excited. I feel like if anything, I'm the one that's a little bit more nervous. I already know that he's gonna be the best dad, like the best dad. I honestly feel like between me and him, he's gonna be the parent that she's gonna be obsessed with. Like I already know. I personally don't mind. I would love it if my daughter has a great relationship with her dad, and I just know that he's gonna do such a good job and he's gonna be a huge help. We both work from home, so we have each other to support, which is amazing. And whenever I feel like I'm having my lows, he's picking me up and making me feel better, and vice versa. So is he excited? Heck yeah, he cannot wait. Can you balance things on your baby bump? This is so something that I do all the time. Sometimes I'm just watching shows. It's my new favorite party trick and I'm doing it all the time and it's great. If I have a snack bowl, I don't need a pillow on me anymore. I just plop it on my belly and I have a good balance. How many times per day do you feel the baby moving? She is a very, very, very active little baby. I genuinely feel her, I think, about 24/7, which is ridiculous to say because they say that when you're in the third trimester, you gotta do kick counts. You gotta lie down and make sure you get at least 6 to 10 kicks in the first hour or 2 hours of lying down. I can get 6 to 10 kicks in like 5 minutes. Like this girl is a little soccer player. How are you feeling about childbirth? I'm so scared of the pain. So I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I mentioned this in my last update video, but before getting pregnant, I was so terrified of the idea of labor. It just sounded so scary, just imagining what has to come out of where and there. Ever since I got pregnant, all those fears kind of just went away. And then I just told myself, Haley, so many people go through this on a daily. It's one of the most natural things in the world. Everybody says that it's not fun and it's not painful, but everyone also says that as soon as your baby's in your arms, it's like all of that stuff goes away and you're just really enjoying the moment. It's just like some time where you have pain and you move on. It's part of life. So at this point, I'm not really scared anymore. And I know it's crazy to tell people not to be scared, but whether you like it or not, when you're pregnant, at least if you want to be pregnant, this baby's coming out one way or the other. So you can either be terrified of it during your whole experience, or you can just say, I'm gonna go with the flow and whatever's gonna happen is gonna happen. That's the approach that I'm gonna be taking. Someone asked if I'm planning to have a natural birth or an epidural. When I spoke to my midwife about my birth plan, I kind of told her that I do want to have it at the hospital. A home birth just doesn't sound like an appealing idea to me personally. So I do want to have the baby in the hospital, and I told her I want to have the most natural birth possible, meaning that I didn't want to have any contraceptives of like drugs or anything like that. But that being said, once I actually have my experience, I'm really gonna just let my body take over. What do I mean by that? I'm gonna go into labor if I feel like I'm in labor for a long time and there's no progress and I'm in so much pain and so many hours have gone by and I just can't seem to deal with it anymore. I totally may cave and ask for an epidural, because sometimes I feel like we do need to listen to our bodies, and I've heard so many experiences from people's birth stories saying that they were so adamant on not having an epidural and then their labor was like so much longer because their body was not able to relax, that they weren't able to dilate, and you have to get to 10 in order to give birth and like start pushing. So if I feel like I'm in so much labor and I'm having a ton of contractions and there's no progress in terms of dilation, I may just give in, take the epidural, and maybe that will make my experience better. I'm gonna try to take in and handle as much pain as I can, but like again, I've never gone through this before. I don't know what my tolerance will be. So that's my state of mind. I'm just gonna go in having an idea of what's gonna happen, but also being open to the fact that there are circumstances that may change my plan, and that's okay. And the last question or like topic that I got a bunch of different questions on is all about her nursery. When it comes down to the nursery, the reason I haven't showed you anything yet is because I literally have not prepared anything for her nursery yet, which I know sounds crazy, but the reason as to why I've been taking a little bit of my time on that is because most people don't realize this, but baby doesn't go into the nursery right away. In the beginning, at least I think the first 3 months, maybe less depending on when you want to separate with your child, you actually have the baby sleeping with you, like in a bassinet or in your bedroom, wherever you are, because obviously if you're going to be waking up to feed your baby every 2 to 3 hours, you want to have them close. For the nursery vibe and for baby vibe in general, I've been so into the neutrals. I know a lot of people expect once you have a girl you're gonna dress her up in like frilly little dresses and like pink poof and all that kind of stuff, and while that is super cute, I personally really love the neutral tones. For her stroller, for example, we ended up going with like a sage green stroller over like a pink or a white stroller, and here's just the color palette that I've really been loving. So a lot of like sage greens and natural woods and some burnt oranges and just really kind of like earthy safari vibes. I'm gonna have a crib, a little rocking chair, some nice decor and shelving too. And I really want a nice neutral warm rug also. I already went ahead and ordered a crib that is like fully white and it has some natural wooden legs. I have this dresser coming in from Wayfair, and I'm gonna go ahead and switch out the little knobs for these leather straps from IKEA to kind of match with the earthy little tones in the room. And switching out the knobs on a dresser is such an easy way for you to totally transform it. Rattan and wicker has been something I've been loving, and I've been having it throughout my entire house. So I definitely want to get a rattan lampshade or like light fixture just like this. There's so many cute little options. And something else I really wanted to do was a statement wall. So some kind of wallpaper. I know that the brand Loomwell has like beautiful wallpaper and just smart organization in general. I want to organize all her like diapers and socks and clothes organized really well in baskets just like this, to hopefully make everything very easy and reachable whenever I need it. And yes, I'm definitely gonna have a video showing you guys how the whole nursery is gonna be coming together. Once all of these items ship to me, I'm gonna be able to put it all together in a vlog and show you how I built the nursery from nothing and just build it up into a really cute, nice space for baby. Alright y'all, and that's it. That's the update that I have for you for my 9-month pregnancy. Last little shot of the belly before baby's probably gonna end up coming. But with all that being said, thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to subscribe down below if you're new. Follow me on Instagram if you want to see more daily updates of what I've been up to. And definitely once baby comes, Instagram is probably where we're going to be announcing it first. So be sure to follow me on there for the latest updates. Comment down below if you guys have any more pregnancy questions for me, or if you have any comments in general. I would love to chat with you. Thank you all so much for watching. I love you all forever and always, and I can't wait to see you in my next one. Bye!